How are you doing today, sir?
Yeah, I'm very well. I'm
So,
great.
so what's your name, please?
Um, Oluwaseun is my name. Dr. Oluwaseun
Dr. Oluwaseun. When you say
Omoko.
Dr. Oluwaseun Nomoko, are you a medical
Yes,
doctor or a PhD
I'm a doctor of philosophy. I specialize in clinical psychology.
in clinical psychology?
Yes.
Wow. What inspired you to being a lecturer in clinical psychology? But I know it takes a lot to be determined to wanting to be a clinical psychologist, especially having a PhD in clinical psychology and being a lecturer in that field.
Yeah, actually, you don't have to have a PhD to become a clinical psychology. Okay, if you have an undergraduate in psychology or counseling, you can proceed to have a master's in clinical psychology and you're certified. However, if you have a research drive, perhaps when you are undergoing your bachelor education or your master's,
Mm,
and you have identified some areas that are, critical problem in society when it comes to mental health,
mm.
and you want to fill in the gap, and then you, of course, you have the background to, exceed. I mean, to be successful in research doing, then you can make it an endeavor to go into a PhD program which will eventually broaden your knowledge in research and teaching, and everything to has to do with academics.
But in the area of psychology, I know there will be a role model, somebody to look up to, and you're looking up to that this the person I'm looking up, just like everybody has a role model. Do you have any role model in the field of psychology
Ah,
or philosophy rather?
that's a very big question. Actually, there are theorists.
Okay,
Alfred Adler, individual psychologists.
Alfred Adler.
Adler,
Mm,
yes. And then psychoanalysis, we're talking Sigmund Freud and all that. But if I must be honest with you, locally, I haven't found a role model. I believe I have the capacity to compete with anyone
mm.
locally.
You have the
But
capacity to compete with
yes,
anybody locally
anybody
in the
locally,
psychology field.
irrespective of the cadre in the area of teaching.
Mm,
However, internationally, yes, I want to continue to engage in cutting edge research that will actually impact society when it comes to mental health. We know what Nigeria is now,
right.
the economic downturn, insecurity, that a lot of people go into trauma,
Mm,
the sense of not being secured in your own country
mm,
is a big deal. That also results in mental health issues,
mm,
traumatic experiences, and people are even so busy now that they don't even have the time to take care of younger ones.
mm,
They neglect their emotion, they do not give them the care they need. A lot of parents now believe the teachers are the one who should be responsible for the mental health of their children, not conscious belief, or it's sort of a subconscious belief, because when you work 6 to 7,
mm,
by 5:30 or 6 or 6:30, you take your children to the school, you leave them there. They're close by 2 or 3, you still leave them there for an extra coaching
mm,
until you're closed at work, and then you pick them by 7. These teachers also have responsibilities too. There are a lot of children to take care of, so they may not be able to adequately impact the children.
the children.
Okay, you are the parent, you're spending a few hours with them at home.
Mm,
It becomes a phenomenon. And the period by which you go pick them, you just give them dinner, you play with them a little, they go to bed. The next day, you recycle the process. So you are not actually aware of their psychological well being and the development of their emotion, which is very